Hello my dear friends, you're on the Military Summary channel, and today we will discuss the situation in Ukraine on the 1st of April. Today we got a lot of very interesting information and very interesting news, and to tell the truth, I got feeling from the news we got that the Donbas boiler start boiling, and it start boiling very much. And first we will start from Izum region. A lot of news were coming today from this area. Yesterday we discussed about the new benefits of weather, which brought weather. The land and the ground in this area became more and more solid, which allows Russians to use tanks in more efficient way. So today in the morning, Russian forces, they show picture how their attack helicopters Ka-52 were working in this area and were attacking Ukrainian positions. We can see this on this map. Like they're patrolling this territory and trying to increase the background of Russian forces in this area. They're moving, pressing the Ukrainians from this territory. And as we spoke, the main target is town named Barvinkovo. And today Russian source, Russian segment of internet blown up from one very interesting news. Today there was first tank battle in this Ukraine campaign, and some sources say who was very close to this situation and to these things, they say that it was not just the first epic tank battle in the Ukraine campaign, it was the first tank battle ever since a lot of years. So the previous battle between two tanks army was held very long time ago, and we can't even describe this situation when our one tank army, Russian tank army with T-72 and Ukrainian tank army with T-72, they face each other in town named Brashkovka here. So the tank battle was here. What was there? The real quantity of tanks from each side, there is no such information. We can't find. I tried to search this information. The Russian segment of internet just saying from many sources that it was something epic, it was something unreal. Russian forces, the Ukrainian forces, they were somewhere here, in the near the town named Brashkovka. So right on the way to town Barvinkovo. So their position were somewhere here. And the Russians, they managed to attack them, so Ukrainians didn't saw how they came so close. And according to the Russian sources, Russia destroyed around 6 Ukrainian tanks for one battle, and they lost just one. Also, a lot of news are coming from the old Donbas boiler. Today was the day when Ukrainians raised in the sky a lot of drones, and on every front line, Ukrainian drones were shut down. Like one was shut down here. It's not like one, maybe more, but it's like the mark on the territory which shows that somewhere here was destroyed Ukrainian drone. Also in the south, a lot of drones fell down, and I mean in the east part of the Donbas border in the south. So many drones were destroyed. So Ukrainians, they try to understand about the Russian forces and their movements in this territory. Where are they hiding and where are they planning their attack? And now let's move to a new region. So the main idea that today it was like the main difference between all the rest days before, that today Russians start to attack on every single kilometer of this front line. They're moving everywhere. They're moving and pushing and try to take as much kilometers as is possible. A lot of heavy clashes in town named Rubizhnoye Seversky Donetsk. So there are battles. They're trying to clean these cities, and they're moving very slowly but step by step. New front line were open today in the region near town Popasnaya. So Russians start to move from these small like territory, small I don't know, small cup. They're moving to this town, to this road. They want to move from. They want to surround Zolotoye from the top, and also you see that there is town Lysychansk and there is heavy clashes here. And of course They have some connections here, support, supplies, and so on. And Lysychansk is standing very on their place. They are not leaving their position. So we also see that there are a lot of clashes in Mariupol, and there is also one of the territories which Russians can't take very easily. So that's why Russians start to move their forces from this side, and they want to cut this road and to start attacking Lysychansk from the bottom. The main idea of this attack is very interesting. First of all, because we know that there is a river Seversky Donetsk, and even if these towns free, Russia will be able to free them. They won't be able to cross this river because it's a river, and Ukrainian forces, they control all bridges, and they have fire control, very qualified and very effective fire control over this beach. So that's why Russians, they start to attack from the south, and I think that they are planning to attack Lysychansk from the bottom. It's the same Russian tactic, to attack one fortified area from different sides. And the main idea, if they start to move here, that means that the time has come. So of course they won't send soldiers here if there will no even idea that this town will soon fall down. So that's why they start this movement, because all forces are there, they are freeze there are no chances to drop some forces from Lysychansk to the bottom. And also there is a very heavy clashes town named Popasna. You see that there is a border, and Russians managed to move a little bit to the west. But the main idea, first, when they started this operation, for example, I thought that they were trying to move, that it's something like the area in Avdiivka that we also discuss very often, like they're taking small towns by towns, but they stopped on this line. After I tried to investigate what is the place their stand, and I understood that the main idea of this attack, of taking this small part of town named Popasna, was the cutting of this road. And this road connects Bakhmut, and we discussed Bakhmut in my previous video, that it's a place where Ukrainians preparing very powerful stick. They have everything, all kind of equipment and weapon and vehicles we can find there. So you see this road they are moving, we can say on the very close territories near the front line, and this road connects this area with the main Ukrainian feast. So, and this operation in Bakhmut was to cut this road and to increase the supply shoulder. You understand what does mean supply shoulder? For example, this supply shoulder is much more short and much more efficient than using this supply shoulder, because it's very far from these territories. And also in Popasna there's a big army, and you can use this army as well to support this territory. And now this road is totally blocked, and there is no way, or you should use some extra roads in the very deep territories and so on. So this is another front line, another Russian movement that started in we can say in the north east of Donbas boiler. Now we are moving to the Avdiivka-Gorlovka region. This is the region where the town New York, this is the town New York. It's in the previous it was Russian name Novgorod or something like this, but Ukrainians, they decided to rename this town to New York, and Russians, they managed to take the suburb of this town. It's a very fortified area. It's very important Ukrainian region. It's a very big town with population, I think around 8-10,000 people. So imagine how many small buildings are there. So it's very nice fortified area, and the Russians start to move, and they enabled to take the suburb of this town. Also, Russians managed to take town Novobakhmutovka. You remember, this is the way they were starting to move to the north to the New York, and then they turned to the left. And the main idea of this army is to cut these roads and to take Avdiivka, to attack Avdiivka from the back, because it's a factory. Avdiivka is a factory region, and it's impossible to attack right in the front, because it's something like Azovstal in Mariupol, this big factory where it's impossible to attack. You need just to bomb it or ruin it, and even if you do this, there are a lot of floor on the ground, and there's always you can always find a place where you can hide and something like this. So in this region, Russian forces, they also succeed and took some territories. Of course, they're moving slowly, but they're moving. We don't know about their losses, but I think that if they're moving, that means that their movement and their losses are correlating. So that means that the value of these territories is still higher than the losses they have, because they have losses in any case. Okay, now we're moving to the south to another very interesting territory. Ukrainian forces, they're bombing the place where Russians try to attack through the Marinka, but Marinka is a very tough fortified area, and it's impossible. So that's why we discussed that the Russians, they try to attack from the south to from the east town, Velika Novosilka, so they will be able to attack Marinka, Kurakhov from the back. But also, I started to investigate, and you see that Russians, they stuck here for a few days already, and we see that there is no progress in their attack. Some sources say that Russians, they didn't start the storm operation Novosilovka, but they moved to the north, and they passed through this town, like from the east side to the north. Now they are somewhere here. So Russians, they control this territory around this town. Why is that? Because you see, what is this town? So the main town is located between two rivers, and it's a very powerful fortified area. There is only one way to attack Ukrainians from this neck, so they need to attack here. They won't be able to attack here, here, or here. They should attack from all sides. For these purposes, they need to surround this town. That's all. But for now, because of the fact that they are here, and we remember that from a town named Gulyai-Polye, from the fortified area, Ukrainians sent some reinforcement there. So that's why Russians can attack just from the east, and as far as you can see from this map, for now it's impossible. I'm not sure that these forces from the south have some I think they have, but to establish some bridges, yes, of course they can take these suburbs. First of all, these suburbs they can take, these suburbs they can take, and after that they will try to cross this river and then to clean this territory up. But it can take a lot of time, so maybe for now it's much more easy to pass this town through and to blockade this town, establish some sniper position, and some to attack this town with artillery, and to move forward. Because for them it's more important to reach this road as fast as possible. Another very important news today came from Mariupol. Let's move to the Mariupol. And today Russians, they start another storm operation with tanks this area. Let's discuss a little bit about this area. First of all, I want to tell you that another news came from today from this area, that 200 of Ukrainian Marines, they surrendered. And you understand that that's a lot in Mariupol, in current Mariupol, when most of the territories are under Russian control, and some part of Russian army is already sent to the north, because they don't need so many forces here. That's why we see that on the north there are much more movements now, much more attacks, and Russians start storming this area. What is this area? Today I also heard very interesting news, and I told you, we spoke about this few days ago, that if you remember, there was a evacuation operation here, like 5 helicopters came here and 3 of them returned and 2 of them were destroyed. Some sources say that there were officers, at least Ukrainians maybe. Some Russian sources say that there were foreign mentors, or foreign mercenaries, and some sources say that there was like wounded people and so on, the people who needed some to be hospitalized and so on. And I must say that according to the latest information that I got from Russian sources, this is the place, this is the port, Mariupol port, right? This is the place where French mercenaries are located. So mainly in Mariupol there are a lot of French mercenaries, not just mercenaries, officers maybe. So a lot of they are from French legionnaire. It's a French legionnaires, if you understand what I'm trying to say you. And that's why people say that's why Macron is very interested in evacuation, because of course nobody wants, and the French command, they don't want French soldiers, French officers or mentors got captured by Russians, and that's why he is asking Erdogan, the president of Turkey, to prepare some evacuation program, because of course but I think, and from the information we got, Russians won't allow this, and of course Russians are very interested in the fact to capture the French officers and mercenaries, because there is a lot of information that they can get from them. So I will repeat myself, according to the information we got today, the Donbas boiler start boiling. And that's it for today. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel and enjoy your day. Bye bye.